In this problem, we're given an array with n elements, and it's in this weird order where uh, A1 is the first element, A2 is the next element, and so on and so forth. But the order that we are given is A1 at the start, A2 at the end, A3 as the second element, A4 as the second last element, and so on and so forth. Here, 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 here. So in this case, if this sequence of A1, A3 all the way until A4, A2 is like this, then the actual sequence that is going to be A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 all the way till AN would be here 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2. Just 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, which is what we want, right? So given this array, we always want to output the array when it's in order in the form of A1, A2, A3, A4. So first we read in the test cases, and then after that we make the vector B, and then we read in all the n inputs. So there isn't any trick to this. It just do what the question asks you to do. So I just have two pointers, one which starts at the first element, one which starts off at the second element, which in the given array would be the last element. And so I would just read this one first, then I read this one first, and this one first. So pointer 1 would always be going up one by one, and it would output all the odd elements, so the first, third, fifth, and so on. And pointer 2 is all the even elements, so it would output A2, A4, A6, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so we just have a boolean to know whether we are printing a odd number or a even number. And when I say odd, I mean the index is odd. So A1, which is the first element, is going to be a odd number, and something like A6 would be an even number because 6 is even, right? So at P1 just means if the index is odd. So if the index is odd and we start off at A1, so it's going to start off as odd, then we print out that value with a space because that's how the output wants it to be, and then we increase P1 by 1 because all odd numbers start from the left side, so A1, A3, so on, and so we just keep on going up, and all even numbers start from the right side and they go down. So when we output an even number, then we decrease the even pointer. And then all this does is this is the same as saying at P1 does not, yeah, so it just flips the what the value of at P1 is. So if that's a 1, it's now a 0, and if that was a 0, now it's a 1. So that's all that does. And so the key thing here is P1 is less than equal to P2. So why is that? So at a certain point, P1 will equal P2, and let's say it's here at this 2, right? Now at this case, we still want to print it once, right? Because that's still in our list. So after we print that once, then we increase the counter, and then at that point, P1 will be bigger than P2, and then we stop. So yeah, so if you run this, it works with the given test case. Yep, and then if you look at my submission, it works. So voila.